Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special World Pack Talk show. My name is Lilian Benzi, WPO Press and Communication Officer, and today I will have the pleasure to interview Mark, the event manager from Propak Asia. The 2024 edition of Propak Asia is very special to WPO because we will hold the first board meeting of the year there, as well as the World Star Ceremony. So we are really excited about all the activities in Bangkok from June 12 to 15. And we would like to give the audience some teasers about the important show where processing and packaging excellence meets supply chain and value chain demands. So welcome, Mark. It's really nice to have you here today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us to be on the show, on the talk show today.
It's a pleasure. And we would like to start our interview asking, how do you define Propak Asia and what kind of innovation visitors can expect from the 2024 edition?
So Propak is the flagship show of Informa on processing and packaging. It's been around for more than 30 years. So this year we mark our 31st edition. So as the name suggests, Pro, P-R-O, that's processing, and Pack, P-A-K, that's for packaging. So it covers the food and beverage and the products that the food and beverage are made from, whether from meat, poultry, seafood, agriculture, aquaculture, processed ingredients, fresh ingredients, you name it, into ready-to-eat food, frozen food, pet food in some cases, alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverage, beers, drinking water, snacks, confectionery, and FMCG products, such as pharmaceutical, personal care, cosmetics, and household. So what to expect from 2024 session, or 2024 edition? One thing that we see from our exhibitors are the advancement in IoT and automation, bringing in the technologies even more into the background, which translates into the foreground of their products. That means the more accessible to broader range of budget for automation and using IoT, but to the larger corporations, the innovations would provide more efficient, more analytics and controls to the brand owners. So that's the trends that we see in 2024 from our exhibitors.
Okay, and Mark, considering this trend, automation, mailing, technology, efficiency, all these things, how can you tell us more about how is the packaging industry in Asia and what are the main drivers for it?
So you would see across Asia and Southeast Asia, you will see polarity. One side, you will see focusing so much on sustainability, whether on the packaging that are green or appear to be green, whether using sustainable packaging materials. But on the other side, you will see packaging developing into more budget conscious consumers, but still would try to be green. So in multiple countries that we have done market research on, it's gravitating toward less is more, maybe plastics, monomaterials, flexible packaging. But what we see for both local and exports would be the regulations. That is the main drivers, which on many cases require brand owners to adjust the way that they market their products, in this case, packaging. And whether it is sustainability regulations or the move to EPR for local consumptions, or the export and import regulations that require carbon neutrality. So that means we find even more need to have more packaging, more options, more packaging designs available for the brand owners. And this year we are very excited to be working with more sustainability partners to bring the knowledge and the solutions to the brand owners, and WPO is among one of the sustainability partners that we work with.
Yeah, so can we consider that sustainability, regulation, and automation are also the main challenges for the industry in the region?
Well, the one is money. That's very key. Two is revenue. So within those two things, there has to be a way in order to ensure that those products are made within the regulations, whether from local perspective or export perspective, or to ensure that those products are in the hands of consumers in good condition. So the regulations that we're speaking of here would be either public policy to local and import control, whether also on the government subsidy, especially on the automation, and sometimes some of the packaging solutions, packaging materials we see. The other things that are sensitive to touch on would be geopolitics, but we cannot deny that the political unrest and hopefully should end soon, and the free trade agreements between countries would help. I mean, you mentioned the challenges here, but I just want to twist into a positive note. But the other thing would be the consumer trends. There are so much that the brand owners can do to drive the products, to drive the revenue, but there are things beyond their control. So challenges there may be, but we have to keep positive and find a way to go.
For sure. Yeah, we will find it together. And WPO supporting the show, it's really something important. And Mark, to see all this huge options of innovation, of trends, how many exhibitors and visitors are expected? And what are the main regions that Propak Asia covers?
So Propak will take on 7 halls of Bangkok International Trade and Exhibition Center. We're taking the whole venue. So this year we are expecting to have over 2,000 exhibitors and brands from 75 countries around the world. And we estimate there will be at least 10,000 machines, equipments, products, packagings represented at the show. Now, the majority of the exhibitors themselves may be based in Asia and Southeast Asia, but the technologies that they are representing, the products that are representing, are 80% outside of Southeast Asia. So that means there's a demand for both technologies providers and service providers to find the opportunities in Asia and Southeast Asia. And this year we are expected to receive the highest number of buyers and attendees to the show. That is 60,000 from over 75 countries, and majority of it due to the nature of business, the manufacturing, the contract manufacturing, being the kitchen of the world here, the majority of them will be from Southeast Asia, the buyers.
Okay, and we also know that they are attracted for not only to visit the booths, but also for other attractions that are being held during Propak Asia. For example, WPO will be part of the innovation stage. Can you tell us more about these other attractions that will be during the show?
Well, one very key thing that we're talking about here is the World Star Packaging Awards. Of course, that is on the 15th, 6 p.m. onward at Propak Asia. We are very excited to be the host of the award, but I'm sure that you know that. So besides that, we always work with World Star, Asia Star, Thai Star, and other packaging designers from the global, regional, and local perspective to bring in their either their award-winning packaging samples, but also their designs that are unique to the local. So we're looking at over 200 award-winning packaging samples at the show. But on the side of that, on the educational side, on the seminars, conference, workshops, training courses, scientific presentations. We are looking to have 150 sessions, over 300 topics, and over 400 speakers and experts to come and talk about, the trends, the educational, scientific findings across all sectors that we covered, from farm to fork, from traditional food to novel food or future foods.
It's incredible. And so I know that WPO is dying to be with you at the show because it's really an important show. But what do you think is the most powerful item in this partnership of WPO and Propak Asia? What WPO can offer to Propak Asia? What do you expect from us?
So the first exposure that we have with WPO was at, I believe, either Interpack or IPAC IMA. So we know that WPO is global organization covering all countries over the world. And Propak Asia is just Asia. I mean, in comparison, it's big, but it's the world and Asia. And the fact that Propak Asia is based in Southeast Asia, it's both surprising but very delighted that we are going to work together to bring the World Star Packaging Awards to Southeast Asia for the first time. So there are going to be a huge amount of world's top packaging experts that WPO are bringing in. You mentioned the first meeting of the year, and being the first time in Southeast Asia is the first for everything. We understand it's new territory to be holding such a prestigious awards in the developing countries or the area of the developing countries. But it's a big step to show that Asia and Southeast Asia are the forces to be reckoned with. So we are very excited to hold and to host the World Star, and I would like to bring one thing that in our business, the beauty about events, it brings people together face to face and talking face to face. That's nothing that we can substitute that.
Yeah, it's really valuable. But considering the huge size of the show, 7 pavilions, 6,000 visitors expected, what advice would you give to the visitor that is going to Propak Asia for the first time? How can they plan their visit there?
Well, first, wear sneakers. No, sorry.
It's really a good advice, Mark. I can tell you.
So I'm sure that a large number in the audience will be familiar to Interpack. So by comparison, we're about half the size of Interpack. So if you plan for 5 days to be at the larger show, divide the time accordingly. But the very differentiation would be we have more activities, we have more to see, we have people to talk to, the experts to talk to in the region, not just come and look at machines and booths. So if it's your first time to Propak Asia, if your business product services are related to food and beverage and FMCG, it's considered the best place to source machines, packaging, and network. And it's been growing at a very good pace, whether it's from the location of the show, because manufacturing are based in this region. So, but if it's your first time coming to Southeast Asia or Thailand, it's a bit of a summer over here, and the summer is very hot. But Thailand is a very travel-friendly destination. From the ease of visa to transportation, the venue is accessible by modern SkyTrain. There are signage around town that have English and modern infrastructure across town. But don't forget about the food. There are almost 200 Michelin-star restaurants in Bangkok alone, and thousands upon thousands of Thai restaurants, from street food all the way to very, very fancy food.
That's amazing. We are very anxious to experience all of this. So we are coming to an end in our talk show, and I would like to invite you, Mark, to leave us a final message.
So propakasia.com, that's propakasia.com, is the only way that you can come and meet the WPO in person, meet the brand owners in person, and meet and see what the opportunities the Asia region and Southeast Asia regions are able to offer. Thailand is very, as some of you may heard from the news, that the new Prime Minister are very keen on foreign investment, foreign direct investment, as well as being the manufacturing of food and beverage. So if you make it there, let's meet.
Good. Good. We are going to have an amazing time there. So, Mark, thanks a lot for your participation today and for highlighting all the interesting topics about Propak Asia. We understand that the claim of the show, empowering sustainability processing and packaging success with ideation, innovation, investment, will become a reality in June in Thailand. WPO is very proud to organize its activities during the show and to be part of this ecosystem that brings together the various stakeholders of the packaging and the processing value chains. We understand that Propak Asia serves as a unique platform for a dynamic and diverse community of industries, business owners, innovators, professionals, and experts to converge to innovation in material technology, machine, product, financial consultants, emerging market trends insights, and it is very important to forge valuable new partnerships. WPO believes in partnerships, and that's why we invite you all to visit Propak Asia and to visit WPO booth there. And of course, to participate in World Star Ceremony on June 15th. It will be a pleasure to host you there, and we thank a lot Propak Asia for hosting WPO activities there. So, see you at Propak Asia, and thank you very much for your audience today. Thank you for your participation, Mark.
Thank you very much.